3, 2, 1. We are live.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Aaron.
My name is Daniel.
And this is the fourth official episode
Fourth episode.
of the Summer Pod Podcast.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. We're getting on up there.
We're getting there.
You know, I kind of realized, and I was thinking about this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I wake up on these Saturday mornings
Mm-hmm.
at like 7:30 to do this podcast.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's every single day we're doing this. It feels like every day is just Saturday. And I'm just waking up to film this podcast with you.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing, right?
Yeah. Well, it's one of those, that's for sure.
We have been together for how many days, Aaron?
Oh, I've seen this guy a lot this week. I've seen him basically every day this week.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Just saying.
No, why have I seen you?
Oh,
so many days
why
this
is that?
week?
Well, Vegas, obviously.
We went to Vegas.
We did go to Vegas. We partied hard. We, bought some hookers.
Hey. No. Okay.
No, we didn't.
Now I have to tell the story. So we went to Vegas. Me, Daniel, our friend group, Daniel's cousin also. It was like 7 of us. Went to Vegas for like a week, like what was it? Tuesday to Friday?
It was Tuesday to Friday. Yeah,
Tuesday
my
to
cousin
Friday.
came from Canada. It was pretty fun.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. The thing is, we're under 21.
We
so
are.
There's not that much you can do in Vegas.
There were many occasions where we were, trying to fake our identity, fake our age, but it didn't work so
You
well.
were not trying to do that. There were multiple instances, not even like doing anything illegal, just like Spencer, for instance.
Yeah.
He wanted to get a Red Bull
Oh,
at
yeah,
a
that was
bar.
so funny.
And at the bar, they can only sell you anything if you're 21 or up.
Yeah.
But he just wanted to get a Red Bull.
Yeah.
And then the lady wasn't questioning him. And then Daniel just waltzes up. Oh,
hey, guys,
how
how's
old
it
do you have to
going?"
be here? And then she's like, wait, how old are you guys? And then
No,
poor
Spencer our friend literally gave the card to the lady. The lady was about to, make the transaction. She gave it back. She's like, oh, you're not 21. And Aaron actually almost got us into a pool party.
Oh, yeah, there was like, they have those like pool parties
Yeah,
that
yeah.
go on every once in a while. Oh, basically every day, honestly.
Yeah.
We were on the guest list, but you had to be 21, so we didn't go.
But here's the thing: you got in. You got in on the list.
Yeah,
Aaron
it was
talked to this
Aaron
guy.
Berger plus 6.
Yeah, Aaron talked to this guy.
Rob
the guy.
Rob the guy.
Rob the guy.
He has the pool party hookups. He has the Steve Aoki party hookups. He has
What's
everything.
with you and Steve Aoki?
Steve Aoki?
Every
man,
time we
he's
go
the
to
guy.
Vegas, he really wants to go to a Steve Aoki concert.
Because Steve Aoki's always performing. He's a cool guy. He was just in the I don't know if you watched the MLB All-Star game.
No, I haven't.
So when they have the All-Star game, they always have a celebrity softball game that they play also.
Mm-hmm.
So they get all these celebrities, and they all play softball. And Steve Aoki was he was playing in the softball game.
Yeah.
But he was doing really bad.
Why was he doing bad?
He kept missing pop flies, couldn't hit the ball. It was really sad. But he's a DJ. That's what he does best.
Okay,
Not
nice.
softball.
Nice.
But anyway, so Vegas was fun. But
Yeah.
there were some
There were some
there was a really
some
bad
obstacles.
mishap we had happen right as we were leaving.
Yeah.
You want to start that story?
I don't even want to think about it. So we were driving, and my cousin Cheyenne, he's here, but he's not. I don't know where he is. I think he's
Canadian.
sleeping. He is Canadian. He doesn't talk like this, but he is Canadian. You darn tootin'.
Oh, you darn tootin'.
Oh, you darn tootin',
Anyway,
so we were driving back, and Spencer, our friend, was, he rolled down the window for him because he wanted to go like this to the truck driver to make him honk, as we usually do on road trips.
so he rolls down the window.
Yep.
And then
And it's
the
like, okay,
truck,
the joke is up,
truck passes.
Truck passes. You want to you roll up the window. Can't roll up the window. So we stopped so many times to try to put stuff on it, to put a blanket on it. That didn't work. We put a towel on it. We put 3 towels on it. We stopped.
Because the
again.
problem was, initially we were just going to be, okay, the window's down.
Yeah.
It's just going to stay down.
Yeah.
But when you're driving at like 85 miles an
No,
hour.
Spencer would go like 100. Like
Spencer was
crazy.
not going 100. But the problem is it was like 114 degrees outside, and you're driving down the freeway. It's impossible to have the window roll down.
Yeah.
So we put a bed sheet. That's what we initially did. We took one of our bed sheets and we covered the entire door with this bed sheet. And we
It was my bed sheet, by the way, and now it's
Daniel's bed sheet.
ruined.
and it was flapping too loud. So then we put towels. Like it was literally like the car looked like there was like towels and bed sheets just like falling out of the car. That's what the car looked
You know,
like.
it was so funny. We were driving and making fun of this like couple that was in like a really shitty car, and they were holding the door. Remember that? They were driving and holding the door closed.
You're saying on the way up?
When we were there, we were driving to the market or something like that,
Okay.
and we saw like a car, and they were holding the door closed. We're like, oh my god, like that's like, you know, so ghetto. And then look at us with this with all these blankets and everything on our
Yeah, that car was falling apart on the way back, but we made it.
We made it. That's
We
the
made
that's
it,
the most
and
important.
that's
thing.
all that matters.
It's really funny because I kept saying, "Hey, Shan, look at that stuff," or look at, you can see downtown LA. He's like,
Oh,
"Where?"
yeah.
And then he looks.
That was a
and he
funny
can't
thing.
see anything.
Because Cheyenne Daniel's cousin, who hasn't seen any of LA in forever, because he doesn't live in
It's
America.
hilarious.
We're driving past like the Disney animation studios, and she's like a Disney fan. So Daniel was trying to show
Wait,
him.
did you say she?
He.
Oh,
He.
they said she.
Oh, sorry. He. No, Cheyenne. So Daniel was like, "Oh, here, look out the window. You can see the Disney animation studio," but he couldn't see anything because his entire door was covered by a bed sheet. So then Daniel, who's sitting just one seat ahead of him, takes his phone and starts like recording what's happening outside the
it looks
window.
like this. It looks
and
like
then
this.
and then he turns around and he shows him the video of what was outside the car.
It's terrible.
Yeah. So that was Vegas.
Yeah,
You had your EMT class.
I did. It
throughout
was
Vegas.
honestly such a. I never. Okay, so I mean, we talked about this before in the podcast that I was starting my EMT course, and it's really interesting. I really like it, but the only thing is, I didn't know it was going to be such a big commitment. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. to like 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Zoom, like I'm on my computer, and it was so frustrating because we planned Vegas before this, and we got to Vegas, and Wednesday and Friday I had to be on my computer 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. while you guys were doing whatever. I was just like in my room waiting and waiting for the class to be over. I actually had a quiz. I had to wake up at 6:30 in the morning. It was at 7 a.m. the quiz, and I had to push through all the way till Friday, or all
You
the
had to push it through for the quiz. How'd that quiz go? What'd you get?
I got bad scores, bro.
You got a bad score?
I got like a C. It was
Oh
3
my
quizzes.
God.
I got like a C on all of them. It was really bad.
Oh, no.
I just need to study more because I couldn't. It was Vegas,
Dude, but 70%. You're an EMT.
76.
76?
76. The last quizzes I got like 80s, 90s.
Imagine you're having a serious medical emergency, and you call the paramedics, the EMT comes, and it's Daniel with the 76%.
They're like, what do I do? Airway, breathing, circulation. What if I go to like a person that's like, oh, remember like we were joking. So this was like actually really bad on the highway. On the way, I think it was in Nevada. We saw tons of smoke, and we thought it was a fire at first, like just a brush fire or something like that. But we got closer, and I think it just happened. I think the car like overheated or something like that. And I was thinking about going out and helping them, but it didn't look like anyone was injured.
There was no one in the car.
Everyone else was
in the car.
on the side, but I guess like the car, like it wasn't a crash or anything. The car just caught on fire, and it looked like I was like in frickin' Universal Studios. The car was like in flames.
There was a car on fire on the side
And
of the road.
yeah, what if like the guy's like in flames and you go up to him and you go, what do I do? Do you have any allergies or medications?
You're asking me. You're the EMT.
Do you have any what's your signs or symptoms right now? When's the last thing you ate or drank today? It's like, I'm on fire.
Okay, Daniel. All right. I have no comment on that.
Okay,
Speaking about driving, I drive to your house quite often,
you do.
and every time I drive down the 101 to get into the 405,
Yeah.
for the past like probably 3 weeks, no more, probably 4 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
there's been this couch that's on the side of the road. It's like right when the
Where?
This is on the 101, right
Yeah.
after you cross over Van Nuys.
Yeah.
Where like when the freeway, there's like the on ramp,
Yeah.
and then there's a regular freeway, and then there's like a median kind of in between.
Onto the 101.
Yeah. So there
Okay.
was a couch, a whole entire couch
Is it nice?
on the freeway. No, it was not a nice
Oh,
couch.
man.
On the side of the freeway, on the side of the road, an entire couch, and it was there for so long, for weeks and weeks and
Why don't
weeks.
you just pick it up?
Well, that was my thinking. I was like, okay, so somebody stopped. I don't know when.
Someone
dumped their
stops
couch,
on the freeway.
dumped their couch on the side of the freeway. Okay, and now everyone else just drives past it, but no one's gonna like stop and pick up this couch.
I think you should be You shouldn't be a sheep. You should be
the change you wish to see.
Yeah, exactly.
And take that couch.
Exactly. Be a leader.
No, so I was like,
Be
when is this couch
a
ever
role
gonna
model.
move? Because like you see like trash or like
Yeah.
hubcaps on the side of the freeway.
Yeah.
When does that stuff ever get moved?
I think they actually have like from the city, they have people who take.
They have a
those
couch
things.
cleanup.
A
They go by and pick up all the
couch cleanup.
couches.
What do you do for a living? Oh, I pick up couches
Pick up
on the side of freeways.
Yeah, so I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So what else did we do in Vegas, Aaron? Is there anything else that we want to
well,
talk about?
nothing notable. I mean, we did the water park.
That was fun. We went to a water park.
We hung out.
Yeah.
We watched some show. We watched a lot of Love Island actually.
Oh yeah,
the last couple days.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I mean, like that like literally kills my brain cells when I watch it. Like
All
those
two of them.
reality TV shows.
Yeah, I know it's
Kardashians. Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
yeah, but they're different shows. Love
yeah.
Island and
Yeah.
it's like the same as like Bachelorette and
yeah.
Temptation Island, all those shows.
Sorry about all the noise again. I mean, like right when we're filming.
Yeah, we can never have a podcast in silence. There has to be either people
That's a
spray
tradition.
painting,
That's a tradition.
jackhammering, but I don't even know if they can hear it. Maybe.
Yeah, they're literally redoing my whole house. Like they're painting my house right now.
Why did we pick your house to film this podcast?
I don't know.
There's
man.
always so much work going on.
I don't know.
Have you seen Too Hot to Handle?
Too hot to handle.
Too hot to
no?
handle? No. I've heard of
What
it.
about it?
No, it's similar to those shows, like where it's the idea of the show is like you're supposed to try to not like do anything with your
Right.
partner,
Oh.
and then if you do, you like get penalties.
So
Mm.
is that in Love Island? You can't mate. You can't have intercourse.
Okay, I don't know if they do. The thing is, there's cameras everywhere, so I don't. I mean, people make out and stuff, but
yeah.
even if they do, they're not showing it. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But I think the worst one is Temptation Island.
Mhm.
You know the premise for that one?
No, I don't watch those shows.
Okay, the premise for that one, and for the record, I do not watch the show, but the premise is interesting.
Oh yeah, no. Aaron doesn't
I
watch
want
these
it
shows.
known. I only watch Love Island.
He only
in
watches the
Vegas.
best reality TV shows.
No. The premise for that one is they take brand new couples,
Okay.
new couples, and they
Not old couples.
They split up the couples, put them
Mhm.
on two different islands, and in the island with all the male couples, like all the males,
Yeah.
they bring in a bunch of really attractive girls, and then on the
Ooh.
island with a bunch of girls, they bring in a bunch of really attractive guys. So it's like the temptation, and then it's a combination of like, you know, you have this new relationship, but now there are all these other people,
Mhm.
and it's Temptation Island. And then, but then what's even worse is because some people like try to stay loyal, some people try to like respect the boundaries, but still try to, you know, go after each other. So, and then the producers periodically they'll show clips to like the boyfriend of what their girlfriend's doing
Oh my
with all these
God.
other guys, or they'll show the girlfriend what the boyfriend's doing with all these other girls, and it's just it causes so much.
That's so.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to do a reality TV show,
And
that's
people
the way to go.
voluntarily
Yeah. Why
put
would
their
you?
new relationship
Yeah.
on live TV for the show.
You put it on the line too. Like why would
Yeah.
you? Why would you say? Oh yeah. Like you know.
Yeah.
Hey babe. Hey
Hey
baby.
babe, let's
Hey baby, I heard of this new reality TV show. Why don't we go like risk our relationship?
Yeah.
And meet new people
it's for the clout, I think.
just for the clout. Yeah.
Followers.
What is it on?
Like
do you know?
what channel?
What channel? Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think they're probably all on the same channel.
Yeah.
Whatever channel Bachelor's on. It's on those.
That channel sponsors this podcast, as well as Tommy Bahama. Tommy Bahama.
Can you just sit like that?
Here for you during the
Anyway.
summer pod.
All right, now to get into actual like news.
Okay.
Tesla.
Oh my God.
We got it. We got to do it. We got to do a little bit of Tesla.
Every single time.
A little bit of Tesla. This is actually big.
It's big.
Okay, we all know Tesla.
Okay.
They make cars, right?
Oh, I thought they made airplanes.
No,
Oh,
not yet.
man.
Eventually, though, they have patents. Anyway,
Are you
so
serious?
no. So Tesla came out with a big update, version 9 of their full self-driving system.
Oh yeah, and we were talking about that in the podcast, like in the
Right,
in the
because it was
talking about FSD.
Elon's been talking about it for a long time, and it
Yeah.
hasn't come out. And he actually just released the beta like last week for
Okay.
version 9. And this was much awaited because it's like a huge improvements,
yeah.
complete redesign of the of pretty much the entire system.
But is it wait is it the same? Like, does it look the same? It's the same model, just a different program, like inside it. Like it just.
Well, the program was updated, but if you're sitting inside the car,
Yeah.
like the screen that shows like what the car is seeing, they did a redesign on
screen
that.
shows. Oh, okay. I
So
got
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the visuals are different,
it. Okay.
but the performance has improved greatly. And
What do you mean by that? Like how fast it goes, or just like?
No, the performance
full
of its full
self-driving?
self-driving. Because
Oh, okay.
the thing about full self-driving,
Mm-hmm.
and I won't talk for a while about this, for a little, but
Aaron, I'm timing you 5 minutes ago.
The thing is that for most instances of full self-driving,
Mm-hmm.
it's actually quite easy. Like driving just straight on a road on a highway, it's actually quite easy for a car to do that.
Yeah, my
but the
Honda, my
challenge-
2021 Honda Odyssey does that.
No, it
Uh,
doesn't. For the record, it does not.
It has lane assist.
It has
which
lane
is
assist and it has
basically full
cruise,
self-driving.
and it has cruise control. It does
Basically
not
full-
have full self-driving.
Aaron, don't tempt me. Temptation Island
No.
with a Honda Odyssey.
No. But the real challenge when it comes to self-driving
Yeah.
is like those edge cases. So like what does a car do when like a pedestrian like runs out in front of the road, or when the light goes from yellow to red really fast, or when a car makes a left turn in front of you? It's those like edge cases. That's stuff you can't program, and that's stuff that the car has to learn how to do. So that's a big
That's
thing.
where AI comes into play.
A big
right?
thing in version 9 is all of these fringe, all these edge cases.
Yeah.
It's able to perform better. Not to mention the handling and everything has improved. But this is just another step towards the full self-driving.
But how does how does it know?
Mhm.
How does it know when the light changes? Like, does it have a sensor, or like does it have cameras
So
all around?
So that was a big thing they also announced recently. They completely got rid. What's on your laptop?
Oh my God,
Oh, there's a big bug.
that's a huge bee or something. Can you?
Whoa.
Can the camera see it?
Get that thing away from me.
Holy shit!
For our Spotify and Apple Podcast
We are
listeners,
sponsored by this bug.
there's a huge like bee on Daniel's.
Should I get rid of it?
No, I would say just leave it.
What if it like pees on my laptop?
No, you're fine. You're fine. He's just chilling. Wow, that is a really big bug.
2.
No, there's only one.
1 maybe.
Anyway,
It's not even moving. Should I like flick it?
no. I think you're fine.
Okay,
I
all right,
think it's
keep
just chilling.
talking.
Anyway, no, the car. So, Daniel, focus.
Sorry.
I'll keep an eye on it. No, the whole thing with Tesla, and this is a thing they announced recently, is that they completely got rid of all of their radar sensors. So new Teslas don't come with any radar anymore, and their full self-driving has stopped using radar. So they only use vision cameras. So
Oh
like
wow.
they only use cameras.
Has
Yeah.
that ever been done before?
No, and that's the big thing,
Wow.
because every other company that's creating full self-driving
Yeah.
is using radar and they're using LiDAR sensors,
Yeah.
right, as well as cameras, but they're using a combination. And intuitively, you would think that, if I use, cameras to try to figure out what the world is looking like, but also I use like radar systems and LiDAR
Yeah,
systems,
why don't they use
if
both?
I use a combination, you would think a combination would actually work better.
Yeah.
But it actually doesn't. And that's that's like the main hurdle that a lot of other companies haven't realized. I mean, they clearly believe otherwise, but
Yeah.
when you use both systems, you have these discrepancies that you wouldn't have with just one. So even though you would think, if I have radar and a camera, it would get me, it would make me like double sure of what's going on. It's
Yeah.
actually the opposite. Because what do you do when the radar and the cameras have a conflict? Which would you trust? Would you trust radar or the camera? And the camera, remember, the camera is like your eyeball, except the brain is like the AI system.
Yeah.
So the camera just looking at the world and trying to figure out what's what, versus a radar, it's sending out signals and then retrieving signals, and then as a result of that, creating like a map of what it thinks is in front of it.
And all other cars right now have radar. Say my 2021 Honda Odyssey.
Cars have radar, but I'm saying for the
That has
other
a
cars that
radar.
are working on self-driving,
Yeah.
they're using radar and LiDAR in combination with some
do
sort of
you
vision
know,
system.
I mean, do you know what cars are working on self-driving? Like, for example, like, who are Tesla's competitors in that field?
So that's the thing. You have a lot of startup companies. You have a lot of like Waymo is a big one. Waymo is owned by Google.
But it's
And
not
they-
any like Honda, or it's not one of those big
So, like,
manufacturers.
I mean, and like you're saying, like with your Odyssey,
Yeah.
a lot of companies are coming out with more self-driving features. Like better lane assist, better
Yeah,
cruise
yeah.
control. Keep follow distance, keep the speed. But in terms of what Tesla's doing, they're years ahead
Yeah.
of what the closest, you know,
Yeah, for sure.
competitors are doing. People are going electric. Electric's the big thing that everyone's doing. But in terms of full self-driving, Tesla has a big advantage. But just to briefly just finish, the big thing with version 9 again is that they're using completely vision systems, no more radar, and
That's
they're
crazy.
not even using radar in Tesla cars anymore. They're not producing
Wow.
it with Tesla. And the cars that still have radar with the version 9 update, they've stopped using that radar. So now, even though your Tesla may have radar, when it's in full self-driving version 9 mode, it's not even picking up signals from that radar. It's just using the
I'm
vision
excited
systems.
to see how it works out.
Yeah, because that's the thing with radar, you can actually get into more crashes than with the vision system. And there have been instances where, and this is the thing about radar. If your Tesla is driving forward and it's sending out a signal forward,
Yeah.
and that signal is bouncing off of things and coming back, right? That's allowing the car to kind of figure out what's ahead of it. So what radar is really good with is picking up. Well, the problem with radar is that it picks up a lot of like noise.
Yeah.
Right. So, for example, if you're driving straight, the radar will bounce off of something and come back. But let's say it's like a manhole cover, or let's say it's like a stop sign
Yeah.
on the side of the road. That stop sign isn't moving. It's not going anywhere. So the car has to think, okay, is this like a car that's going to be driving at me, or is this just like a tree on the side of the road that I'm getting a signal from, but it's not doing anything?
But is Tesla right now, all the cars, do they have AI systems
Yes.
in them? Okay.
Yeah. So then, and this was a big problem when they were using radar. Let's say there's a car stopped in the middle of the road in front of you. Well, the radar system is putting out a signal. It's getting a return, and it's bouncing off of that car or that truck that stopped or crashed right in front of you.
Okay.
So if the car is driving and it's bouncing off of this, let's say it's 100 feet in front of you.
Yeah.
It's the radar's getting a return signal from this car that's not moving. The radar then thinks, okay, this is an object. It's not moving. It's probably the same as like a tree or a manhole cover or a stop sign.
It doesn't really know how to
from
differ what.
So then it thinks there's nothing there, and then the car runs into the stopped object.
Cool.
So that was a big problem with radar. That now with the vision system, the vision
fix.
system see that's a car and it's stopped. I got to stop.
Yeah.
So that's just a small example.
That's really cool. And I mean, I was gonna say when we talk about electric cars, it's amazing how people are actually making electric cars that consumers would actually find attractive to buy, because I mean, especially Tesla's doing an amazing job with it. They made it like literal luxurious sports car.
Luxurious cars.
Elon Musk with his luxurious cars. No, but like
no, it's true.
Before I remember like the beginning of hybrids or electric cars was just Priuses, and everyone's like, oh, you drive a Prius, you're like you're a liberal, you're a libtard, or like you're just like nobody really wanted to buy Prius. I mean, a lot of people buy Priuses obviously, and they're good for the environment, but like it's cool how they're actually making more attractive cars that are electric, and people are gonna shift. And also I know for a fact, if you go back to like the 50s, 60s, look at the cars then, look at the cars now, they're much more eco-friendly, much better. How they build it, still not 100% amazing for the environment, but it's getting better. And it's like I'm excited to see the future for cars.
You heard about we talked about this on I think was it the last podcast, or maybe I think it was a podcast before the last podcast. Jeff Bezos, we know.
Oh yeah, that's
a
good
space.
Story.
Jeff Bezos is going to space, and part of going to space was that he auctioned off one seat in his spaceship to the highest bidder. This anonymous guy had the highest bid.
$28 million. We already said it before.
$28 million, exactly. However, that person, man or woman, we don't know, who won that bid, is not going on the first flight
because of scheduling conflict. He's missed out on a lifetime opportunity to go to space. He's like, you know what?
The person said he had scheduling conflicts.
My daughter's quinceañera is.
I can't reschedule. I got to go to space. And so he's literally going to go on a later flight. They said he's going to go.
Really?
He's going to go on a later flight.
Oh, okay, that's good. At least he won't miss.
So now the seat was given to this 18-year-old. Oliver Damien from Denmark.
I wonder how he got it. Do you know? I mean, I didn't read up on it.
I
mean, like he just maybe he knew the guy, or maybe he
knew the guy.
He also had money. I don't know.
Jeff. Him and Jeff, but way back.
Hey Jeff.
Yeah, imagine that. 18 years old. You're going to space, sitting next to.
So is it just
Bezos.
They're just orbiting?
Yeah, it's gonna be they're just gonna be like an orbit in space.
Do you know what the spaceship's gonna look like? Like, is it a space shuttle?
You could look up images of the spaceship. You can type in, like Blue Origin.
This bee is on my laptop.
Blue Origin spaceship. The bee's just chilling. Anyway,
just vibing.
It flew away. All right,
there he goes. No, he's
coming
back.
Nope.
Oh boy!
Oh, it's my horn.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
You're good.
All
What
right.
a big bee.
It's like fuzzy.
Yeah, it's a really big bee. That's a weird.
We're not used to this, size of a bumblebee.
One thing, sorry, just to come in here. Talking about Jeff Bezos, my aunt actually went to school with him.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, she went to high school with him.
Where?
That's really interesting.
At forgot the name of the school, but she has pictures of him in her yearbook.
Was it in Los Angeles or where was it?
I don't remember where she went. But
That's pretty cool.
she was.
That is
somewhere.
Jeff Bezos in your yearbook. That's really cool.
That's great. I mean, if you think about it, like the people in our high school or the people that we go to college with, like, I guarantee you at least one of them is going to be famous or big, and then we're going to go, oh, we went to high school with them. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I'm looking at the ship right now. It just looks like a.
Yeah, I know.
Looks like a penis.
Okay. Thank you for that, Daniel. Jesus Christ. But yeah, and I also think it's going to be interesting because I think these space flights are going to become more and more popular. Because right now it's like it's the first of its time.
Yeah.
But eventually they're going to become. I mean, I don't know if you saw there's the other space company, Virgin Galactic.
No, I just know SpaceX and Blue Origin.
With founder Sir Richard Branson.
Who's that?
He's another eccentric billionaire, and he just went to space. It was funny because Bezos announced he was going to go to space, and then like 9 days before Bezos went, this other billionaire who runs another competing space exploration company or space company, he went to space first. So this guy Richard Branson, first billionaire in space, he went a couple days ago.
Yeah.
His company, his company is Virgin Galactic, and their aim is space tourism.
Space tourism.
So he built like a space plane. So it just looks like it's like a plane, kind of futuristic.
Yeah.
And it does like a low orbit in the lower parts of space.
I mean, they're smart though. Think about how many people are going to want to go to space and pay you so much money to take
it would
you
be
to
cool.
space. It would be cool
to go to space.
Yeah, it's the next big thing.
Anyway, I want to talk about the moon.
Yeah. Speaking of space,
this is so random.
Sorry, we just came back from Vegas yesterday.
Yeah, we're really tired, and like I said, I've been with this guy every single day this week.
It's a great time. Great time.
But it's okay. I love seeing your pretty face.
I love seeing you too.
Anyway, so the moon is wobbling.
The moon is wobbling.
New reports are out. Basically, apparently this happens like kind of frequently. It says like every 18.7 years, the orbit of the moon is disrupted and it wobbles. So around the mid-2030s is going to be another one of these cycles where the moon's orbit is going to get a little tweaked out and it's going to start wobbling. And obviously the moon affects the tides.
Yeah.
So they're saying that it could cause some flooding. It could aid in some sea level rise, especially because you have climate change accelerating sea level rise. So a wobbly moon is on the way.
I've never heard of that before. Like, oh yeah, the moon's
I know.
wobbling.
I just heard about this.
Oh, and did you hear? Here's another random thing. Speaking of moon wobbling, did you hear of the sunscreen recall?
No, that makes no sense. There's no connection there.
Speaking of wobbling.
But yeah, there was also a sunscreen recall.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, do you know what chemical it was? It was something that causes cancer.
It was benzene.
Yeah, my mom literally.
We were
use those things?
Okay, we were in Vegas and we had, I think I still have the photo.
Yeah.
We had like, it must have been 6 bottles of brand new sunscreen, Neutrogena sunscreen.
Yeah.
All these bottles, and then while we're in Vegas, they recalled all of them for significantly detectable benzene levels, contained up to 3.1 times the restricted limit of benzene.
That's terrible.
Which is crazy, especially because Neutrogena came out, parent company Johnson & Johnson, came out and said that benzene is not an ingredient in our sunscreens. Yet they were contaminated. They were contaminated with the carcinogen.
That's funny. I mean, it's not funny.
How does that
cause
happen?
Cancer.
But I was also confused because, okay, like they do testing for every batch they sell.
Yeah.
They like test the batch. So I assume that they do some of the testing in the factory, Then they ship them out, and they obviously keep some around to do like probably more in-depth testing.
Yeah.
You know, you know what I mean? Like, when they
Yeah,
when
like
you're making
they-
foods or batches, you always test the batch there, and you
And then you
probably
test
keep
it
another.
again.
You probably keep some more around to do some more longer term testing. So it was interesting that the benzene, the results came out, a significant period of time later, because the
Mhm.
batches were already all over the country, and then they
I
had
don't
to
know
recall
how.
them.
I don't know why they would do that. I mean, I think people are so focused on selling, and getting it out that they kind of like skip over the whole health aspect.
Well, it was probably like something else they were producing in the factory, or it was some chemical, because it's like an aerosol spray, so it could have
Yeah.
been some chemical somewhere
mean,
that
Honestly,
contaminated
nowadays
the
everything
batch.
causes cancer, and also like
What'd you say?
nowadays everything causes cancer,
Oh,
and like
yeah.
also the sprays, like they're like they
Yeah.
they put tons of stuff in there to preserve it, to make it like a spray.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd honestly just use the lotion ones.
The
Like
lotion.
that's when I lifeguard, like that's what I do. I just use the lotion.
it is interesting you say that everything causes cancer, because like if you actually do think about it, the amount of harmful stuff that's out there,
Yeah.
and the stuff that we're putting into our body,
Mm-hmm.
and the stuff we don't even know, what it is that we're putting into our body. I mean, like, you ever go to like Universal or theme parks,
Yeah.
and they have those signs posted where it's like, you're entering a premise where there have been like elevated levels of known carcinogens.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if you're pregnant or something, then
They have that
this could,
everywhere. It's like this
Yeah.
is like known by the state of like blah to cause cancer. Like just letting you know.
and it's crazy that even though there's these painters, the ruiner of it's
They
crazy
come up
that
to
like
us.
even though we know these things are harmful to your health,
Yeah.
as long as the companies tell you they're harmful,
Then you're like, okay, now I know. Now let
then
me
it-
just
then it's okay, because that's
now I'm gonna know I'm gonna get cancer. No, God
how
forbid.
loud is that spraying? Can you hear it?
I can hear it a little bit. I mean, they're gonna hear it in my mic for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yours probably not.
Yeah.
Not as much.
So
Yeah, that's
anyway,
crazy,
yeah.
though.
So that sunscreen thing was a bit of a we were definitely using it
No, we were.
throughout a portion of the trip.
I just
But-
I kind of just like don't use sunscreen, which is bad.
You really?
Yeah, I just get like dark.
I mean, you're do you burn easy?
No.
Oh.
Not really. My face burns easy though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'll burn.
I use sunscreen every day.
Really?
Really?
Use
Face on
sunscreen
my
every
face,
single day?
Every day. Every single day.
Huh.
Wow.
The more you know about Orin.
I mean, it's better, I think, because like the sun is so strong, the radiation and
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like your skin can get extremely damaged by it, and also like
But
you'll get like aging. You'll age quicker. Like you'll look older because the sun.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen like those pictures of like truck drivers where they have like
Yeah,
their
that's
face is, like,
crazy. Yeah, I have.
old and like sun, damaged?
Have you seen like those people that like older people that have been out in the like surfers and all that stuff, been out on the beach all their lives, and then you see their skin, and it's like it's a loud bird. It's like their skin gets super super dark and wrinkly.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's what sun damage will. Dude, why are there so many things going on?
I don't know. It's so hard to.
You
focus.
have
There's-
literally have hawks flying. Oh my god.
It's a beautiful day, as Aaron would say.
Oh, it's such a nice day outside. No, I'm not even joking.
We should make a compilation of all the podcasts. Every single episode, you go like this. You go,
It's so beautiful outside.
such a beautiful day outside.
Especially, it was so hot in Vegas.
Oh yeah, it was. It was.
It's like
You would go
108
out
degrees.
and it'd be like dry and hot. It was it was like it reached up to 115.
yeah.
It was crazy.
It was really
It
brutal.
was ridiculous.
But now you come out here, it's 80,
It's nice.
77
I like it.
in the shade. It's very. I mean, that's
California dreaming.
the thing. Okay, you have California. You have all the benefits, but also all the problems.
Yeah.
Then you have Nevada. Okay, so you have like no state income
No
tax,
benefits.
legalized gambling, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
I can never see myself moving there though.
No. I mean, I go to school in Arizona, and Arizona
damn
is
hot.
very similar to Nevada, but it's
Mhm.
like I think it's much nicer. And it's the same weather as California, per se, but like in the summer it gets up to like 110. But I don't see myself moving to like any deserty place. Like I see myself moving to a cold place like Canada, Toronto.
Oh my god! You gotta connect with your roots.
Oh yeah,
What part of
yeah, darn tootin'.
what part of Canada?
Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You ever been to Tim Hortons?
Timbits.
Timbits.
If anyone watching this or listening has not been to Tim Hortons, I highly encourage.
Tim
you to go
Hortons
to
is
Tim
it's like the
Hortons.
Dunkin' Donuts of Canada.
Yeah, it's like Dunkin' Donuts, but it's better. You got the ice
'Cause
caps.
it's
You got
Canadian.
the Timmies, the Timbits.
The
you got,
ice
like,
caps.
donut
What are the
holes.
ice caps?
Have you ever
Is
heard
it
of
like a
ice caps?
frosted donut?
No, it's kind of
Oh.
like a coffee, like an iced
Oh.
coffee. There's also like different. Have you ever been to Dutch Bros?
No.
No. Okay. Well, it's like it's basically like that. It's like iced, blended coffees, drinks, different flavors, all that stuff. It's good. It's really good.
Dude, I just can't. I can't with these painters. Anyway. Yeah. No. So that's The weather was just. I can't be out there for too long.
Yeah. Speaking about the weather, I think this is a great time to. Ba-ba-da-ba. Your birthday was a couple weeks ago.
Oh, no. I got to intro this. My birthday was a month ago, and Daniel has been like, oh, I got you a gift, but it hasn't come yet, blah, 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 blah.
We're really talking
And
like
then-
that? Like, oh.
And
My name's
and then
Daniel.
before we go to Vegas, he calls me. He's like, hey, do you want me to bring your gift to Vegas? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, whatever you want to do.
I
And then he's
I ordered this gift like 2 days before his birthday. I thought it was going to come. It took so long.
Did you prime it? How'd you?
No, it's I'll show you when I give it to you. It's
God.
I got it off
gosh.
like this like random website. But
I have no clue what this is.
close your eyes.
My eyes are closed.
You like stocks, do you not? This is what it looks like. This is what the gift. You see it, Aaron?
My eyes are still closed.
And here you go, Aaron.
Stonks! Stonks! Oh my God! It's an
It's an action
It's
figure.
the figurine from the meme.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so.
You
funny.
like it?
Oh, Daniel. Thank you. This is amazing.
Oops.
I'm gonna open this right now.
Yeah,
This is so cool.
It took a long. I mean, I knew I had to get it because Aaron loves stocks. Aaron looks really happy right now.
This thing is amazing.
You should open it.
I'm gonna open it right now. Hang
Yeah.
on.
Well, anyways, speaking about stocks, Aaron, do you have anything to say about stocks, or are you too busy opening your gift?
No.
No. Wow. He has nothing to say about stocks.
I do.
You do? What?
Not really stocks, but my credit dropped again.
Did it really?
Your credit dropped.
It dropped. I got a.
Oh. Wait, why did it drop, Aaron?
It they didn't explain to me why, but they just sent me an email
Yeah.
and they were like, your credit dropped. Here's some ways to improve it. And I was like,
Yeah.
Well, I think it's just because of the length of time that you had the credit card. You only had it for like a year now, or less.
less than a year. But last month my credit rose by 29 points.
I don't think you should like check it monthly because it really doesn't matter. I mean, like it's just sometimes gonna fall, sometimes it's gonna go up.
Wait,
As long as you pay everything on time,
You're saying
right?
it was it fluctuated in the course of a couple weeks.
Month.
A month. A month. Yeah, no, that'll happen. And again, there's a ton of factors that are going to go into your score. So over the long term, it's going to keep averaging up. But it could have had to do with a multitude of reasons.
Right.
But
Yeah, I tried to run like a credit
Yeah.
check on it.
It doesn't bring your credit score down when you run a credit check, does it?
if you do a hard pull, there's a hard pull and a soft pull. So a hard credit check is when they run your credit and it shows up on your credit score or on your credit report.
Yep.
And then a soft pull or a soft credit check is when they run your credit but it doesn't show up. So if you have like your banking app and your banking app automatically every month shows you your credit score, that's like a soft pull.
Okay.
That's not going to show up. But if you apply for a mortgage, you apply for a new credit card, by you applying, they're going to run your credit, and by running your credit, it's going to show up as a credit inquiry.
Oh, I get it.
And that's but that only knocks your score by a small amount of points. So
Yeah.
that's not a big deal. I wouldn't be too worried about that.
Oh, it
though.
was so funny when we were on the trip. Every single plane that we would see, it
Oh,
would
yeah.
be Southwest. I'm like, Aaron, look, we're gonna get there one day. We're gonna go to Zimbabwe. We're gonna do it.
I know, because now we have with the Southwest credit card.
Southwest credit card.
We have a running joke that Southwest is just the superior airline, even though they don't fly to Zimbabwe, Daniel.
You were the one who said you wanted to fly to Zimbabwe.
Well, it'd be cool to do an Africa trip, but you can't take Southwest there. That's
Yeah,
the only
speaking
problem.
of credit cards, there was this meme. It was a real thing. It was a girl on I think it was Instagram or Facebook. I think it was Facebook because it was a while ago. This was like 10 years
Yeah.
ago at least. She posted a picture of her credit card. She's like, "Oh my god, new credit card!" And then
with all their credit
all
card-
the thing. And then the second post is like, "I don't know why some of you guys wanted the back, but here it is. It's cute." And then it got canceled. It got fraud, obviously. So then she got another credit card, and then she did the same thing. She's like,
No
"I don't know why I got
way.
fraud. Like some people out there, SMH. Here's my new one.
Some people out there.
Here's my new
SMH.
one." And it's like, what? Some people are so stupid.
Someone actually did that.
Yeah, I
That's
could show you it
insane.
later.
I think that's how Pop Smoke got killed. Like he.
What?
No.
What? By posting, and oh my god, I got my new credit card.
No, not
Boom!
like
Good
that.
shot to the-
Not specifically like that, but I guess he was like, he had gotten a package from like Gucci or something. He was like flexing on everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and he left the packing label on it, and it showed his address,
Oh,
and he like
Yeah.
was filming in a story, and I guess some guy saw it,
and
and
that's how I got
they
killed.
came over to his house and just killed him.
Pop Smoke.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know the details of that, but
Yeah, damn.
that's pretty sad.
Lesson learned: don't advertise your address, folks.
Well, yeah, definitely don't put that stuff out on social media.
Especially if you're an influencer.
But no, it was funny because like throughout the entire trip,
Yeah.
we kept trying to put money.
And you,
On the
like, it
Southwest
was
card.
so funny because we were buying tickets to the water park, and Aaron's like, "Please let me buy it for
Because
everyone.
I
Let me
need to
do
hit
it."
I need to hit the that like $2,000.
Yeah.
That $2,000 amount, and then you get that big bonus.
Big bonus.
So I was basically buying everything.
65,000
You
points.
basically get like $650. I calculated the amount of like the miles
Right.
is not actual miles.
No, 65,000 points is not $650. I don't.
Well, no,
think.
because if you value each mile at 1 cent per
Oh.
mile,
Oh.
because that's what you can kind of do to compare points between. Because when you use your points
Yeah.
on different things or your miles,
Yeah.
and you could, I think it's on like NerdWallet, or like the points guy. These are all blogs that have all this information.
Mhm.
They basically can calculate, okay, how much is 1 point or 1 mile actually worth, and it's usually anywhere between like, 0.8 of a cent to
Yeah.
like 1 cent, depending. Like if you redeem if you redeem it like for cash, let's say,
Yeah.
redeeming something for your points for cash is always going to get you like the least amount in terms of like bang for your buck.
Yeah.
And then redeeming it for travel credit gives you usually like about 1 cent per mile. I know for like one of the city cards, if you redeem your city thank you points for like purchase for gasoline,
Mm-hmm.
I think it values it at like 80 per like 0.008 cents per. So it's
Okay.
but
Well, I mean, like if
It's
you're
pennies.
looking at points in Southwest, each flight is different. Like if you want to look at a flight to Phoenix or a flight to whatever, it might be way cheaper than a flight to Zimbabwe.
they don't fly to Zimbabwe.
They should.
I feel
Southwest-
like-
Southwest.
I feel like
please fly to
eventually they
Zimbabwe.
might. The thing about Southwest is like definitely
They're
they've
only
been
domestic, no?
expanding. They've been expanding their flights
Really?
like to Hawaii and stuff. They've been
Mhm.
expanding those flights, those longer fare
You know, I
flights.
never would fly to Southwest because I think maybe like
Fly
I mean
to
fly.
Southwest?
I never
I'm gonna fly to Southwest.
I never fly. With
I'm gonna take
Southwest
JetBlue
because
to Southwest.
my dad's credit card and stuff. It would only be like Delta and all that other
Yeah.
stuff. So I'd fly with Delta and yeah,
Delta Airlines.
Delta Airlines.
I don't know. What's your like? Have you ever had like a bad airline experience?
Yeah.
Really?
Alitalia.
What?
Do you know what Alitalia is?
No.
I was flying to, I think it was Israel,
Okay.
and I went on Alitalia, and
Mhm.
people, I guess like Italians, man, like they were all mean, and like
What?
and like it was such a shitty flight, and like everyone was shitty, and then we got to Rome, like 'cause that was the layover, and
It was a long flight.
we got to Rome, yeah. And everyone was so mean, and like nobody helped us like with our bags and all this stuff, and everyone was like, "Hey, fuck you, scuba baby, pari franza,
What?
buca da pepo,
Wait, so they were passengers.
bafangu."
You're saying the Italian passengers
No,
flying
no,
to
no.
Rome?
Not the
were-
passengers, like the crew and everything.
The crew
like
was
that.
Italian on the Israeli airline.
No, it's
Oh.
Alitalia. We flew to Israel
Gotcha.
through Alitalia.
Gotcha.
Yeah, then
Huh.
we had a layover in Rome.
Yeah.
Did you have any bad flight experiences?
Honestly, I haven't had like there have been times where it gets canceled or it gets delayed and canceled.
Yeah,
Those are always really annoying.
yeah.
But in terms of like actually, I'm trying to think. In terms of actually like a bad flight, I've had like some interest. Like when I was flying back from Hawaii,
Yeah.
we had a connecting flight that went from Maui to the Big Island and then to Long Beach.
Yeah.
And on that quick 30-minute flight in between islands, we're flying Southwest, of course,
Of course.
the homies, and there was probably 15 people on this flight.
Oh wow.
So then they were like, in order to balance out the plane.
Really?
And I was like, what? They're like, we need everyone to sit in front of the wing. And I'm like, oh, don't say that. What do you mean balance out the plane? Yeah. So that was a little bit not bad, but just I was like, this big old thing, and we're gonna 15 people. We got to balance out the plane. I don't know.
It's on my bucket list to become a pilot one day. I have
What? I never heard this before. Really?
Yeah, I have a lot of things I want to do, but I've always been interested in flying, and I've always been interested in geography and I'd always look. I'd be that person to always look out the window for the whole remainder of the
You're
flight.
that person.
That person
Looking out the window. You always got that one guy looking out the window.
No, but I really
Yeah.
would love to learn how to fly a plane. It'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually talking about it with
Go
Spencer.
take a master class on it.
master class. Okay, here you go. Now try it.
That would be cool.
Hey, I've had a really bad
Really?
flight experience. Yeah,
What happened?
with Spirit Airways.
Oh no!
I had stocks in Spirit, and you told me to sell it.
Spirit, because Spirit's a budget airline.
They're budget,
Oh, jeez.
super
Where did you
budget.
go? Where did you go?
I went to Jamaica.
From where?
Now, from here.
Oh
from,
wow.
California.
Okay.
But they make you pay for your carry-on luggage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Each bag that you bring, you can have a backpack, but you have to pay for it.
Mm.
Each of your items.
Well, it's also really cheap. The tickets are really cheap.
It's cheap, but so there was several issues. First of them being that. Second, all the seats in the plane were broken. They didn't work.
Really?
They didn't recline or anything.
Jeez.
And
How long was the flight though?
I think it was 5 hours or something.
Okay.
It wasn't that long, but it felt like a long.
So the seats were broken. Pay for your luggage. What else?
They delayed our flight 3 times.
Wow.
They had rescheduled the time 3 times.
Yeah.
So, and by the time we got in, it was so late already that we got to the hotel and they were like, you were supposed to be here yesterday. We had literally gone into the next day.
Oh wow.
It
Time
was
travel.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Not a fun experience at all.
Wow.
Yeah. That's so annoying.
Have you ever flown JetBlue?
No, I heard it's good though. No.
I have not.
I had a flight from Mexico, from I think it was Cancun. I don't know, but we had the whole plane to ourselves. No one was on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
But they have this blue lighting, this accent lighting. It was beautiful.
Can we just talk about something real quick? Daniel forgot to hit record on Oren's microphone until just now.
I
had a
forgot,
feeling.
dude.
We're almost done with this episode.
I had a feeling that was going to happen.
Oh my god.
Now you sound way better, right? I'm sorry, Oren.
I don't know what we're gonna do with this guy.
Big oof for me.
Well, anyway, moving on.
I don't know, man.
This day is just
This is such a train wreck.
I
Such
literally
an
had a
absolute
feeling.
train
I
wreck.
was like, I should check with him to make sure he was recording.
All that talking about the credit, they got nothing on that. Oh boy. All right, well, last thing to talk about. Masks are coming back
Oh yeah.
for Los
they are.
Angeles County.
Yep.
Daniel, your take.
I don't know, man. I apparently there's the Delta variant.
Delta Airlines.
Delta Airlines. What if they made the Delta variant?
Stop.
Wait a minute. That's why people want to fly Delta Airlines.
Okay, no.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, I mean the Delta variant is out. It's out and about.
It's out and about.
It's out and
It's
about.
making its rounds. It's
coming to you.
responsible for more than half of U.S. cases. Dominant strain in India. It's pretty much a dominant strain everywhere.
But you know, it was weird. I heard about another strain for months now, but it was in the UK or something like that. And
Yeah.
then, but anyways, yeah, they're making the mask mandatory for all indoor
indoor
things.
But the thing is,
That
it's
doesn't make sense.
only L.A. County.
yeah, so that
and
doesn't really make sense.
It goes against the CDC the CDC guidance. And the CDC guidance is still, if you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear a
That's
mask.
so strange
indoors.
though. It's
so
what are you gonna?
they're being
okay,
even more. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know like if that will really help anything because it's just a county. It's not like a state. Or it's not like it's
and
just a little part of California.
and cases are definitely up in California. I mean, in Los Angeles County,
yeah,
they're still lower than where they've been for sure. But the other thing, I was reading this in the LA Times this morning that positive cases of COVID in LA County, I'm speaking of.
Yeah.
Like it was like 99.6% were with unvaccinated people. So it's not like
that's what I read.
It's not like vaccinated people are just like all of a sudden getting COVID. It's more so that if you're vaccinated, you could get COVID. You won't necessarily be as sick and definitely not have the same chances of dying as someone who's unvaccinated. But you could still technically spread it to someone who isn't vaccinated, who then could get it really easy. So that's the main reason for them saying to wear masks. It's to help people who aren't vaccinated. But again, it's just get a vaccine.
But hot take, though. Do you think that maybe...
Hot take.
Daniel's hot take. Do you think that maybe, like, the cases have gone up because more people are testing because they're scared of the Delta variant?
Well, in terms of...
Because people could be testing positive.
Well, testing...
people could be positive, and they just aren't testing. That's why the cases aren't that high.
Yeah, well, if you look at testing numbers, and I don't have the exact numbers, I could try to pull up the numbers, but you have to look at the positivity rates in relation to the testing, because if testing is up 10%, but positive cases are up 30%, it's not because of testing, because cases are up. Period. Yeah. You know, that's what you have to look at. But if you look at like Los Angeles County, so in the past couple week or two, the 7-day average went from in the low hundreds, like 100, 200, 7-day average, up to now the 7-day average is like 1,290, which is still down from like the 15,000 7-day average from the peak. Mm-hmm. But it's definitely up. Wow. But you know, I just feel like if people can just get
you know what's strange?
The vaccine. Yeah.
I mean, because my mom's from there. In Israel, a lot of people there are vaccinated. Most people there are vaccinated, but now they have 1,000 new cases per day. They used to have like almost none, like zero. Now they have 1,000 cases per day, and almost everyone there is vaccinated, which is strange. And that's where it's like you have like.
I mean, I'd be interested. I mean, I think the more telling fact is of the positive cases, what's the actual number of people who are vaccinated?
Yeah, I'd like to see that,
because I understand a lot of people in Israel are vaccinated. Yeah. But there are definitely a lot of people who aren't vaccinated.
Definitely, yeah. Definitely.
And if you have 1,000 cases a day in a state with how many million?
It's like 8 million.
8 million.
Yeah.
1,000 cases a day. I would bet that the vast majority of people who are getting COVID are unvaccinated.
Yeah, well, I mean, definitely, I'd like to see like data and stuff like that when it comes out. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
it's just because it's like it's a step backwards.
It is. It's
annoying.
I really hope we're gonna be done with this soon. I mean, it's been like almost 2 years now. Isn't that crazy? It's almost been 2 years. No, has it been 2 years?
Like a year and a half. Because it was really like in March.
Yeah, March, and now it's
so yeah, we're around August. Around a year and a half.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, at least things are more, open now, and we're able to do stuff.
There's going to be they're not going to be doing lockdowns.
It's definitely going to be a thing to tell our kids, like, oh yeah, I lived in the COVID era.
The COVID era.
The COVID era. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be like kind of like the flu shot. There's just going to be the COVID shot
every year.
Every year, probably.
Yeah. But it'll be interesting to see, because I've heard that a lot. People saying there's probably going to be every year you get the vaccine for the new strain.
Yeah.
But if people aren't taking the vaccine, it's just going to stick around.
Yeah. I don't know. I do not know.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. But anyway, Daniel,
it's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
Oren, come over here.
Oren, get in this.
Poor Oren. I'm so sorry about the mic. We'll use the camera's mic. It's okay. It'll still be good.
Anyway, this has been an episode.
This has been a trip.
It's been an episode. That's for sure. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to check us out on Apple Music, Spotify, Apple Podcasts rather.
Apple Music,
Spotify, YouTube.
No, not Apple Music. Yeah.
Apple Podcasts, right. YouTube, Spotify.
Everything. Just look us up.
Podcast.com, Google Podcasts. What else?
I don't know.
Check out our website. Check out our Instagram, The Summer Pod.
Yep. We got a lot of good things coming.
A lot of good things coming.
We're going to get some guests.
We have some more guests coming. Yep. And yeah, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Guys,
All right, traditional fist bump. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
thank
All right,
you.
Stick around.